Hey divas, so in today's video I will be sharing with you guys a demo and a review on some new products by Beauty Bakerie. So if you guys are interested, then definitely go ahead and stay tuned. Okay divas, so before we jump right into the video, I did quickly want to let you guys know the products that I'm reviewing so that you guys can know like if I'm going to review the ones you guys want to see. So I am going to be reviewing the Instabake Beauty Bakerie Aqua Glass Foundation. I'm also going to be reviewing their Instabake concealers as well as their spray, the finishing spray. Oh yeah, and also I'm going to be reviewing their breakfast in bed eyeshadow palette. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Okay divas, so to start off, I'm going to use the concealer that is actually by Beauty Bakerie, and this one is in Sugar Daddy 006. So I'm going to use this as my eyeshadow primer. I did decide to go ahead and pick up one of their eyeshadow palettes, and that is the Breakfast in Bed palette. So here's how it looks. It's so cute and aesthetically pleasing. So first I'm going to go in with this warm, it's like a neutral warm type of transition shade, and I'm just going to go ahead and use as a transition shade. Now I am going to build it up just a little bit because I wanted it to be kind of soft and blown out, but at the same time I did want it to be able to be seen just a little bit. That's why I'm using the windshield wiper motions. If you do want it to be more pigmented and everything, you do just pack it on, but I kind of wanted the combination of two, so I'm going to just keep packing and blending until I am satisfied. So next I'm going to go back into that palette, and I'm going to use this shade up here. It's kind of like a vanilla shade, and I'm going to apply that to my brow bone just to go ahead and set the concealer that was underneath my brow bone, as well as give me like a little highlight up there. And next I'm going to go in with this purple color, which kind of gave me a problem. I had to keep building it up, and it definitely was not as pigmented as it looks in the pot. However, I just went ahead and built it up as much as I could without it getting too patchy, but I did have a huge problem with this color. Like it just wouldn't show up. Like I built it up, and as you guys can see, it's still very soft. So now I'm gonna go back into the palette, and I'm going to use that beautiful light purple color. It's like a purplish pink type of color, and I love this color. The shimmers in this palette is absolutely impeccable. Like I had no problems with them, but yeah, I'm just packing that right directly onto my lid area. I did swipe it just a little bit because these are very pigmented, so you can do that. But if the shadows are not pigmented, you might not want to do that because you kind of lose the color and have to build it up. But yeah, this color is just like so pretty. So now I'm going to go in with my Anastasia liquid liner in black, and I'm going to line my lids, and then I'm going to be adding, first I'm going to add my face primer before I add my eyelashes, but I will be adding my eyelashes, and my eyelashes are by Diamond Lux Lashes, and they are in this style. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys what primer I'm using. So I'm using the Farsali Skin Tune Blur. I tried out the small one, and I absolutely love it. As soon as I'm done with the small one, I'm definitely going to be going to purchase the larger one because it is super nice. But now I'm going to go ahead off camera and add my lashes. They are by Diamond Lux Lashes, and they are in the style Mia. Now moving on to the foundation. I have the Beauty Bakerie Aqua Glass Foundation, and I have it in the shade, what shade is that? I believe it's 309W, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 309W. And this foundation is so freaking pretty, and not to mention how well it matches my skin. I wanted to make sure that I did half of my face before I did the rest of it so that you guys can see how perfect the match was to my face as well as to my neck, which I really, and my chest. So I really did like that. It was slightly darker than my chest, but barely like noticeable. But this shade was pretty much very perfect. And this foundation was very easy to blend out. I do like blending it out with a brush a lot better, I will say that. I did try to blend it out with their Beauty Blender eggs by Beauty Bakerie, but I don't know, like I'm just a brush girl and a creature of habit, so the brush works better for me, but it can work with a Beauty Blender sponge or their Beauty Blender eggs. It just depends on your personal preference, but for me the brush is always golden. Next, I'm going to go in with my highlight shade, and once again, this is Sugar Daddy 006, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight all the areas that I like to highlight that is very fitting for my shape, and for my face shape, excuse me. This is just going to depend on your personal preference or your shape of your face. Like, it just, you know, everybody doesn't highlight in the same spaces, so yeah. So next I'm going to go in with this concealer to contour, and this one is in, pun intended, number 001, and I'm going to use that to contour, and I'm just going to contour and darken up all the places that I like to, and of course I'm going to blend it out. This concealer is very, very nice, very full coverage. It's super lightweight. If you put too much though, it can get heavy, because I think the first day, like, I did go ham just to see how it would be, but it still looked very flawless, but it will feel heavy if you put too much on. But today I just put like a regular amount, and it feels very lightweight on the skin, and I love it. It's like very, very full coverage. It is very easy to blend out, and I just love the way it looks overall, like on the skin. Like, it just blends so nicely and just effortlessly. So this concealer is like, it's bomb too. So next I'm going to go in with their flower powder in the color Plantain, and I really love this color. Like, this is the perfect shade for me to set my highlight with. Like, I really love it. The powder is also very lightweight and thin and like a silky type of texture, so it does not look super powdery and cakey. And another thing I love is that it does not give me like that casket, just too ashy and light look. So I really do like this powder as well. But yeah, I'm just going to go back in with another layer just in that area, because that's where I get oily, just to bake for a little bit so that, you know, my makeup can be secure for like the whole day. So although this is not a Beauty Bakerie product, excuse me, I'm going to go in with this Juvia's Place Saharan palette, and I'm just going to kind of bronze up my face a little bit and set my contour. I absolutely love this blush palette. It's so nice. I didn't have anything from Beauty Bakerie to do that, and they were sold out of their blush palettes, so yeah. And then I'm going to go in with my Omrizi highlight by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Like I said, they were sold out of their palettes at the Ultas I went to, so yeah, I'm just using this for highlight because, I mean, it's gorgeous. So, and I felt like it would go perfect with this look. So now I'm going to go in and set my face with the Beauty Bakerie setting spray, and I love this setting spray. It feels so good to spray onto the face, and it's very lightweight. So now I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Urban Decay liner. I forgot which one it is, but anyways, just use a super black liner. But I'm going to just go in and line my lids, or my waterline with that, excuse me. And then I'm going to go in with MAC Chestnut to line my lips. And then I'm going in with two Beauty Bakerie lipsticks. The pink one, I honestly forgot what the heck it's called. But the other one I know is called Salted Caramel. But I wanted to mix the two of these colors just to get kind of like a nudie mauve type of color. And I love this combination. But yeah, that is pretty much it. This is the look. And of course, I'll finish out with my closing thoughts.
Okay divas, so now that you guys have seen my demo and my review on this look, I am here to tell you guys how I feel about these products that I tried out. So let's just jump right in. Okay, so this is my first time trying out Beauty Bakerie's products. Honestly, I've tried out their powders and their loose setting powder and their lipsticks, and I really do love them. So, but I never got to try their complexion products, which I was really excited. I wanted to try the other ones, but I don't know what happened, like why I never tried them. But anyways, I'm happy that I tried this one. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So the first one that I want to talk about is the foundation. This is the Beauty Bakerie Instabake Aqua Glass foundation. I really like it. So let me tell you my color. My color is 309W and it matches like super perfectly. As you guys seen, I did go ahead and do half my face first so that you guys could see like how well it matched. It matched so well, so I was super excited about that. Another thing I really like about this foundation is that for me it is full coverage, but it does not feel heavy on the skin. I also like that it does not dry like to a super matte, but it's not super oily either, but it gives you like that glowy, useful type of look. So, and this foundation is also very easy to blend out. If I didn't say that already, I don't even know. But yeah, overall I like it. You do get, I think you get a decent amount of products with this. So, and for the price point, I don't ever remember like the price points. I don't know, it's very seldom when I do, but I feel like it's a good price point and I really do like it for this to be my first time. Like, I felt like it was very easy to blend. It was nice that they actually had a shade that went perfect with me, and they have a variety of shades, which is really good. So yeah, overall, I mean, I'm here for it. Like, I love the way it makes my skin look. I love the way it makes my skin feel. I feel like this is going to be perfect for fall and winter for my foundation. So yeah, I'm really glad that I tried it out and I like it. I would definitely recommend it. Okay, so let's move right on to the concealer. So I did try two of their Instabake concealers. One I used to highlight, as you guys seen in my demo, and then the other I used to contour. So the shade that I use for highlighting is called 006 Sugar Daddy, and then this one is called 001 Pun Intended. So I absolutely adore this highlight shade. I feel like it is like super nice. I feel like it's not too bright, and then it's not like too dull like an everyday highlight. I feel like it's like that happy medium right in between, like whether I want to be glam. I feel like I could be glam or like kind of natural with it. So I really do like it. I really also love the way that it does provide me coverage underneath my eyes. I feel like it gives me that filter effect, which is really nice. So overall, I like this concealer. It was very easy to blend out. I didn't have any problems with it. I am not creasing up with this either, so I really do like it. As far as the contour shade, as I said about this one, it's very easy to blend. It gives you like a nice coverage. I didn't want to put too much of this because I do like a dramatic highlight or contour, excuse me, but I just didn't want to go too ham. You definitely could get a more dramatic contour, but I just wanted, for the sake of the demo, I did not want to go like too ham and then have to go in and, you know, like reverse highlight and all that stuff, or reverse contour highlight and all that. So I really do like it though. Like, this is like really bomb. Like, I don't know why I haven't tried these products like a long time ago, but I'm so glad that I got to try these out. So yeah, I would definitely recommend the concealers as well. They are like bomb. So although I have tried their powder before, I've never talked to you guys about it on camera. So I wanted to tell you about their flower powder. So yeah, this is their flower setting powder and I have it in the color Plantain. Now I do have another one, which I don't even know where the heck it is, but it's like a lighter color. I definitely prefer this Plantain one. I don't know if they just came out with this color or not, probably, because I never seen it before, or I don't know if they just released it to Ulta, but I really do love this because it does not give me like a white cast under my eyes. It gives me like that nice highlight and that nice lift to my face that I just really love without looking like just casket ready and just too ashy. So I absolutely love their flower setting powder. So next I want to talk about their setting spray, which I had to go to like 3 different Ultas to get this freaking spray because I even ordered it and Like, they let me pay for it and they didn't even have it in stock and did not tell me till I got to the store. But anyways, I got this. This is the baking spray. Is it called baking spray? There's so many words on here. But anyways, I think it's called Spray Your Grace or something. I don't know what it's called. But anyways, this is the setting spray. It's really, really nice. It does give you like a very nice finish. I feel like it holds your makeup up as well. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys know that I tested out these products and they did hold up really, really well. Now, I did use a different primer today than I did when I tested it out that day. That day I used a D-Slick, which I feel like it takes away from the finish of the foundation. So that's why I wanted to go in and use this Farsali Skin Tune Blur. I feel like it works the best with this because I did test it out. So I felt like it worked best with the Skin Tune Blur. Now, if you don't have that one, just use like a blurring type of primer and you should be fine. But anyways, I really do like this. I feel like it really like holds up my makeup really well, and it does have a nice smell. It's not like something that you would think you're gonna put on your skin and your skin is gonna break out. So I really like this. So last and kind of least in my opinion is this Beauty Bakerie Breakfast in Bed eyeshadow palette. So I love eyeshadow palettes, and I was excited to try out one of their eyeshadow palettes because, as I said before, like, I never really tried this brand besides the setting powders and the lipstick. So I was really excited to try this out. But honestly, like, one thing I will say, I forgot to say, like, I love the aesthetic of this brand. Like, everything is just so freaking cute. Like, you could just die. Like, you just want to buy everything because it's so cute. So that was one thing that attracted me to this palette as well. But honestly, like, if I'm going to be very honest, this color story, it just does not, I don't know, like, it just does not do anything for me. If you guys don't know, or if you guys don't remember, or if you do remember, I love like warm colors. Now, don't get me wrong, I can live in like a cool tone palette, but this one, I don't know, like, just for the aesthetic of the brand and like from what I'm used to seeing on their Instagram, I just feel like this palette didn't do much for me. I did come up with like a pretty eyeshadow look with it. I feel like this is like pretty soft and just like really soft, pretty glam. But I don't know, like, I feel like this is just so like mediocre compared to the rest of the things in their brand. But it is like, it's a pretty palette. But one thing I will say is like the darker colors in this particular palette, like this one, Lazy Baby, that I put on the outer corner and blended it a little bit into the crease, it was very patchy and I had to keep building it up. So I did not too much care for that. Messy Hair is like the perfect transition color. I absolutely love that one, and I love the shimmers because I did go ahead and swatch them. I absolutely love the shimmers, but I just was not a fan of the dark colors like Boo and A View and Lazy Baby. I was just not a fan of those, even though I didn't use this one in the tutorial. Like, I did swatch it and play around with it, and I was just not a fan of it. So I don't know, like, I would not recommend this palette just because, I don't know, like, it just doesn't do anything for me. So yeah, anywho divas, that is pretty much how I feel about these products. So would I recommend the Beauty Bakerie complexion products? Definitely. They are really, really gorgeous. They also have other eyeshadow palettes, which I'm definitely going to be trying those out. But I absolutely love this Instabake Aqua Glass foundation, as well as the concealers. Like, they are just so freaking bomb, and you guys will definitely be seeing me rocking these and in upcoming tutorials because just so freaking pretty. But yeah, divas, that is pretty much it. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video and found it very helpful and easy to follow. If you fabulous girls did, then go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Be sure to leave me a comment down below. I would love to know what you fabulous girls are thinking, and be sure to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and also hit that notification bell, girl. I do upload quite often and you definitely do not want to miss any of my videos. But yeah, divas, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you gorgeous girls in my next video. Bye.